Hey y'all, it's been a while since I did a Tarot of Sexual Magic reading, so I felt called to do what's your next sexual encounter going to be like? Bottom of the deck for all the piles, 10 of Cups. So literally every pile is going to be emotionally fulfilling and likely to lead to a deeper relationship or be an expression of a deeper relationship, something emotional and intimate. I'm also hearing a message of heeding the call. For some of you, it may be like lighter sex, less commitment, but someone will be heeding your call, which will make you feel like you got what you wanted, which is fulfilling emotionally. So pick your pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One. Your next sexual encounter. Got the Empress reversed. The 9 of Cups. I think that you're going to be in a place, whether you're a man or a woman, where it's like you're not expecting anything magical to happen. You're not expecting a blessing to just show up in your life. You're going to be believing in magic because of this experience. It's like going to restore your faith. Whether this is some type of deep love or this is just a really beautiful way to connect with another human being when you lost faith in that, okay? Because for some of you it's one, and for others of you it's the other. But this will catch you by surprise with the Empress being reversed. Yeah. It's just gonna just be magical, and all of a sudden, because of the 9 of Cups, it's like you're really going to see your partner and your partner's really going to see you. A lot of fulfillment. I feel like there's going to be a lot of conversations before, during, and after where you're opening each other up to each other. Yeah, a lot of openness of the body, openness of the mind, the heart, the spirit. And like I said, this can be something that's just fleeting but beautiful, like a beautiful night, or it can lead to something more. For some of you, you just need to be reminded of human intimacy, and for some of you, it's going to lead to something really beautiful. So, wow. Yeah, a lot of conversations, like half naked or naked. Hand holding. I'm getting for some of you like playing with food. Like having a nice meal together. I'm thinking for some of you it's like you're going to have a date, or you're going out to dinner or lunch or breakfast or brunch, whatever suits you. Everyone likes a different type of time of day, right? Yeah. Followed by intimate conversation, followed by intimate sex, followed by more intimate conversation, maybe even a snack. I'm definitely feeling Taurus season for you. Like, I think this is going to happen for you in Taurus season. Let's just see if there's anything else that I'm getting. Yeah, for some of you, you're men, and you kind of lost faith in women with the Empress here being reversed. This is like the ultimate woman in the physical reality, the Empress. Like, you kind of lost faith, and then you're going to meet this great woman. For you straight men watching this. Or it could even be a woman watching who's interested in women, or, you know what I mean? It's just basically like whoever you are, if you're interested in women, You lost faith, and this is going to restore your faith because there's going to be this beautiful woman. Yeah. Very open and sweet and giving and nurturing. And then I get the nurturing from the food too, like feeding each other. Surprising, instantaneous intimacy on like all levels. Okay, and then we've got the Hierophant here. I'm specifically talking about what the sex is going to be like. I think continuing the message that I just received for those of you who've lost your faith in women, and then you're going to meet this really great woman who's like soft but also exciting. You're used to dating multiple women, whether you're a guy or a girl, straight or gay or bi or whatever. Yeah. But there's a huge shift in thinking. It's like the structures of your own mind. Also, the Hierophant is Taurus season. So yeah, this is going to happen for you in Taurus season. If you haven't had sex in a while, it's happening. So it looks like your quarantine will lift wherever you are if you watch this during the quarantine. Or you're just going to say, fuck it. So I'm hearing for some of you, this could be someone you already know and you're going to be surprised by. But yeah, the Hierophant Taurus season, that's confirmation. This is going to change your structures of thinking about who you want to date, how many people you want to date, what intimacy can be like in terms of the Hierophant. And then, you know, some of you are used to dating like multiple people or like having like group sex or just light, fun, lots of people interactions. Could just be like on a social level, not necessarily like sex. You're not used to one-on-one intimacy, but you really need it. And this is going to give it to you. Ace of Swords. So I think what I'm really being drawn to here is the image of the people on the bed. It's going to be sweet and intimate at times, and then at others it's going to be like rough. And you're going to be using toys and restraints, possibly even dabble with like bondage, discipline, sadism, masochism. Light or heavy, depending on your preferences, but feeling comfortable enough to explore that with each other. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to be amazed by how comfortable you are with someone to explore. And the Ace of Swords, which is this card, also talks about like having a breakthrough, which ties back into what I was saying about how this is going to shift your thinking, like the structures of thinking of intimacy and who you want to date and how many people you want to date and what one-on-one intimacy is like and what women can be like. I'm definitely feeling like a strong women vibe here. Yeah. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, the woman is soft, but also strong. And also, she's gonna like want to like push herself on top. Like you feel like very strong physically, and in your presence, you feel like you're really strong in your masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman. Because I have a feeling some of you are lesbian women watching this, and I think some of you are straight men watching this. Tell me how that resonates. This specific pile. So you're going to be kind of amazed by how strong she is physically and how she wants to get on top. But then how she's also willing to just be open and like at the same level as you. Like this one, you know? But yeah, I definitely feel like there's going to be like kind of like a fun, light power play. Like who's going to be on top. You're going to be amazed by her strength. In terms of how the sex is going to be. I'm visually channeling, like, tumbling around, playing with who's going to be on top. I'm hearing, like, grunting and animal sounds, which is kind of hot. Definitely, like, showing each other your physical strengths in a fun way. And then also being soft and intimate and having like nice conversations. So kind of going back and forth between these two energies. Also with a little bit of BDSM, bondage. I'm definitely feeling bondage. But a little bit of pleasure is pain too. That's coming through here for sure. Yeah. With the star being reversed, this is another confirmation of like you, the viewer, kind of lost your hope in like the perfect woman. See how he's looking up at her and she just looks like the perfect woman and she's like pouring this milk on him and it's magical, the whole scenery. Like whether you're a guy or a girl, just kind of like tap into the energy of the imagery, you know what I mean? Yeah, with this coming out reverse, but it's like restoration of faith. This sexual encounter, your next sexual encounter, is going to restore your faith. For some of you, like I said, it's going to be a lasting relationship. For some of you, it's fleeting but really beautiful and something you're always going to remember as a turning point for you, which is also the Hierophant. It's like significant points in your timeline, in your destiny, in your soul's contract. However you want to look at it, it's fine. It's like significant points you were supposed to experience in your life, turning points. Turning points, thank you. Yeah, this is a significant turning point for you. With the star being reversed. I mean, food again. Food's coming through here with the milk. Food's going to be involved. Whether you're eating it before, after, or during, or like all of the above. Definitely during Taurus season. Yeah. The High Priestess reverse. You will be experiencing significant female healing. Because you've not only got the Empress, which is the queen of all queens on the physical plane, but you've got the High Priestess, who's the divine feminine up like in the etheric realms, you know, the other dimensions, the higher dimensions, the universe, God, whatever you want to, you know. If you believe in the chakras, it's basically like the crown and above and what comes down into your body and what you call as divine energy. That is representative of the High Priestess. And you could say that the Empress is like all 7 chakras at their highest peak. The ultimate woman, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. She's got her shit together. She communicates well. She's nurturing but strong. Well taken care of, grounded, like, you know what I mean? Like, just got it. Like, all 7 chakras functioning at their highest. The High Priestess is like the goddess energy coming down into the chakras. So with both of these being reversed, it's like, this experience is going to restore your faith in feminine energy, emotions, women. It's going to heal your feminine energies and the way that you connect to goddess energies. Whether you believe it or not, this is what's going to be happening. So that's amazing. It's like you feel like there's this next chapter of your life with the book here, right? And you're like ready to turn the page, but you didn't know how to turn it. You didn't know how to step into the next chapter. And you're finally going to be given the keys of knowledge to know how to turn the page, to know how to read the next page. But you've been stuck with this being reversed. And this is really going to help for you in a lot of levels. Wow. So whoever you're having sex with is like really amazing. You might want to keep them around if you're thinking like this is fleeting or whatever. Like you might want to rethink that. I think that's important for me to tell you. Like if you're the one, yeah, I did say that. You, the viewer, you're used to dating multiple people. You're used to having kind of just fun and you like different types of people. And that's fine. I get that. But like, this is the type of person that you want to have like a relationship with because the sex can always be interesting. They can always be different like kinds of people because they feel like very multifaceted. You should really think about like changing your ways, which is another card of the Hierophant. Like your ways, your set ways of being, your structures. It's really time to reconsider that on all levels. Final card, the 5 of Wands reversed. Yeah, you haven't been feeling like you want to like start the fire of a new relationship, which is what this card talks about. And since it's reversed, yeah, it's like you haven't really wanted this. You haven't really like looked at other people in relationships and been like, oh, I really want that, like one-on-one, monogamous, intimate relationship. It's not something that was like super exciting for you. Or just maybe on some level, I'm thinking for some of you, it kind of terrifies you, whether you want to admit it or not. But like I said, this goes exactly with what I was just saying. Maybe reconsider it. Or maybe this will, be beautiful and it will confirm your belief systems with the Hierophant that you don't want a relationship. That you enjoyed this and it was really healing for you, but you still don't want it. So Yeah. Hugely transformative sex. Really fun. Best of both worlds in terms of like soft and sweet and like rough and inventive. A lot of game playing. I'm hearing role playing. And another message that's coming in for you is like, if you still don't feel like you're ready for a relationship, but you don't like want to let this person go, like it's a good opportunity to just keep seeing them and see where it leads. You know, it's like you don't have to jump in. Like you don't have to be like, okay, now I'm committed. This is the best person ever. You know, especially if it terrifies you. You can just be like, okay, I really enjoyed this. And I really need to like let these healing energies sink in and process it. And I think you're going to be pretty overwhelmed. But I definitely want to see them again. You know, like you can go at it like that. I think for some of you, a lot of you, you're kind of like do or die, like pretty extreme in your thinking. You definitely feel like a passionate, maybe even like Aries placement in your chart type of people. But you don't have to be that way. Like it feels like this person would be like a go with the flow kind of person anyway. So really cool, really cool. Two. This cute little rose. What is your next sexual encounter going to be like? Got the 5 of Cups. Okay. So you, regardless of your gender, are this woman. The person you're going to be having sex with is going to be very romantic and put you on a pedestal, probably buy you flowers, some kind of gift is what I'm feeling. They're going to have some kind of gift for you. They're going to put you on a pedestal. They're going to think so highly of you. They're going to compliment you. They're going to make you feel like the king of the castle or the queen of the castle, okay? And it kind of feels like they have like they think like you're better than them. They look up to you. Putting you on a pedestal. Like they have some self-esteem issues. And you're really interested in what they have to offer and you appreciate it, but you still haven't fully emotionally healed from your past. It still haunts you. That's what I'm feeling from this. Like it's going to be really romantic, sweet sex where like you want to open up to them and they're very much opening up to you, almost in kind of a codependent way, but you're not quite ready. And clearly they're not either because they're still dealing with like insecurity and codependence. But definitely romantic, definitely sweet, definitely makes you want to open up emotionally, but you're not quite ready yet. Just keep that in mind. Your next sexual encounter, don't push yourself. Honor that you're still processing your past feelings and emotions, past heartaches, you know? Don't throw yourself into something if you're not ready. Even if it feels good and you want to, especially because this person idolizes you. They have their own work to do too. So, here's that. Yeah, with the 8 of Pentacles being reversed, like it feels like you both want a relationship out of this, but you're both not ready. Okay? 8 of Pentacles talks about working hard on something, building something, but it's reversed here. And see how it's like he's romantic again. He's offering her something, but she's not receptive to it. Even if you want to be receptive to it, you know, it's like you're just not ready. Your mind's somewhere else. Again, here's another image of that, you know? Your partner, guy or girl, is going to be more like trying harder than you are, but you're both wounded in different ways, like I was saying. Like they are overcompensating for a lack of self-esteem and, you know, being kind of codependent on you because they think so highly of you, and you're not done processing the emotions of past relationships, which is why you more turn away. So sorry, I know you wanted it to be exciting, and this still is. I mean, it's still going to be a really beautiful experience. I'm definitely feeling like soft romantic sex, sweet in nature, soft in terms of like the physicality of it, like your physical, you know what I mean? The mojo, the feeling, the vibe, but in terms of like how hard your bodies are coming at each other. Like definitely a softness, definitely something that makes you think like, oh, I really do want to heal so I can be ready for this. So I feel like it's going to be a call to healing for you. Yeah. Morning sex. I think like it may be a nighttime encounter followed by morning sex. Yeah, that's what it is. For some of you, though, it really is just going to be in the morning. Like after or before brunch. Or it's like you just meet them somewhere in the morning, like a coffee place, and then you bring them home. Yeah. Feels like they're very strong. Like whether they're a man or a woman, they have a very strong like physical body, but it's still going to be soft, sweet sex. Yeah, Ace of Cups being reversed. It's not time for the start of a new relationship, but there's a real possibility here, especially because we've got the Ten of Cups as the bottom of the deck, which is like the ultimate happy family card. So I'm reading the Ace of Cups reversed here for you as this is a call to healing and a possibility of a new relationship. You both have things you need to heal that are different, which is why you're both different in the way that you deal with each other. So don't think like, oh, because they're offering themselves so willingly and freely, they're more healed than me. Actually, they just have different things to heal than you. So it's important to know because it feels like this could be the start of a new relationship. I'm hearing take it slow. This is just reiterating like the soft sweetness of it. I was feeling kind of a traditional vibe anyway. Again, you know, sheets in bed somewhere. Her dress here even looks like sheets. Definitely feeling morning time. Yeah. The Ace of Cups talks about like a new relationship starting in this deck. And emotions, you know, kind of flowing over, two people being ready for it, but it's reversed. So, yeah. It's a possibility here. There's definitely a possibility here. And I think it's going to be the catalyst for you to really start like truly looking at what you need to heal and find closure from. Okay. With the Devil being reversed in terms of how the sex is going to be. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't feeling carnal, you know, aggressive, inventive type of energy like I was in the first pile. I'm feeling like with this being reversed, like it's more, it's going to loosen the chains because this is the devil and the devil is like what chains you, you know? It's going to loosen your chains. And I feel like it's going to loosen their chains too, but they're not as quite as self-aware as you're going to be about what you need to heal. But the chains will be loosened for both of you. This is a catalyst for both of you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. Your chains will be loosened from this sexual encounter. Okay, with the Page of Wands reversed. In terms of how the sex is going to be. I think that you are going to look at this person and think, wow, they're really strong. And they're going to make me feel like, you know, like her. And he's just going to take me in his arms, or she's just going to take me in her arms, and it's going to be like, you know, like the damsel, you know, like that kind of like sweet, like almost like damsel in distress, like the knight in shining armor, the prince who saves the day. Like you have this fantasy of that with like this encounter, which I think is enticing you to jump in. And it's not going to be that way. Like they're going to be a lot sweeter and softer than their like physical appearance looks. So I think there's going to be some disappointment on your part just in that way. However, I want to remind you this really is the catalyst for your healing, to actually find closure from and look at your past, to loosen your chains. These are chains. Like you not really facing your past because she's not even facing, you know, the past here. It's keeping you from moving forward in your life emotionally. It's keeping you like mentally wrapped up in things that you should let go. Yeah. Like I think you just wanted kind of like a surface level, like fun, like I just want to feel like a maiden, like swept off my feet type of encounter, but it's actually going to be really sweet, and it's going to remind you of your emotional issues, and it's going to loosen up the chains of your emotional issues for you to actually like shake them off and look at them and deal with them and find closure. So that's really great. And that makes sense also with the 10 of Cups, like emotional healing. So you can move forward, whether it's with this person or somebody else. Maybe you'll decide it's somebody else, but there's a real possibility here of a relationship. So Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a gift from the universe. The Ace of Pentacles, a pentacle is like something in your actual physical reality that the universe is giving you. Like the universe put this person in your past because they knew that you would jump on it. I think you're going to be the aggressor, or you're going to at least give them the go, and then they're going to come up to you. The universe literally sent this person to you to be the catalyst for your healing. So, again, here's a bed. So definitely in a bed. Definitely sweetness. See, there's sweetness here. And enjoy it. Even if you're not emotionally ready, you can still enjoy it. You can still participate in it, you know? And like I said, the more that you're participating in this, the more it's going to really like loosen the emotional chains that you have upon yourself from not finding closure from the past, because feeling these feelings and wanting to open yourself up to someone new is going to remind you of the feelings of the past that you need to deal with. So I know I keep repeating myself, but it's very important. Queen of Wands. I want to read this out of the book, but immediately I'm channeling like, you have a very high sex drive. You're a very passionate person, creative person. This person really admires you, like for that type of vital energy that you have. And I'm also getting the sense that like as you're undressing, they're going to be amazed by your body. But I do want to read it out of the book too. Yeah. Wow. I'm also being drawn now to the 2 rings at the bottom. So for some of you, you're healing from a marriage that ended. But for others of you, like there's a possibility that this could lead to marriage. Your next sexual encounter, with time, of course. But, or for some of you, it's both. Like you're healing from a marriage, and then there's also a very real possibility of you getting married to this person. And I think that like it would blow your mind to think that, like, because of the nature of this encounter, but it's the truth of what's coming through here in the cards. So let's read. Queen of Wands. Undressing. Yeah, this person is just going to be amazed by your body. Magic of the entwined rings. Honesty and devotion between partners are born of daily pleasures. You must seduce your partner every day as if it were always the first time. I think that just reiterates like the possibility of a real long-lasting relationship, even if it's not marriage, even if you don't believe in marriage. But I definitely feel like a seduction here. Like there may be kind of a strip tease, but I'm feeling more you. And also just a little like hint here. The person you're going to be having sex with next likes striptease. So get into it and have some fun and enjoy the attention. Boom. Three. What is your next sexual encounter going to be like? Okay, so we've got Judgment in reverse. I'm hearing for a lot of you, it's going to be with an ex. And this is just a call with Judgment being reversed. Like the relationship is over. If you want to have sex with them, you know, obviously it's your choice, but don't think that there's going to be a relationship coming out of this. Okay. So we'll see if there's any more messages that come from that. For some of you, it's like you're just coming out of a relationship and this is going to kind of be like a rebound sex or just something light and fun and free. Liberating. Yeah. It's going to help you sever the ties with your last partner to kind of free yourself up for new ties. So it's going to be kind of like a transitional point. Like this sex is going to be like transitional for you. Yeah. Okay. So we've got Temperance. I'm hearing healing. Like this sex is going to be very healing, which makes sense because the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups, which is a very emotionally fulfilling card. And that applies for all the decks. I mean, all the piles. Yeah, it's going to be really healing. It's going to make you feel really good about yourself. It's going to make you feel very free. I'm being drawn to the birds in the background. It's going to make you feel very beautiful, whether you're a man or a woman. It's going to make you feel very attractive. And it's also going to, like I said, like free a tie from your past. So for those of you where you're actually going to be having sex with an ex, it's going to give you the closure that you need, which is really interesting. Sometimes that does happen. I've experienced it myself multiple times. So, yep. I definitely feel like a light, free, like I'm finally free energy from this, regardless of your situation. Okay, so take what applies. And I also love to hear what resonates. So please feel free to comment. Okay, King of Wands reverse. It's going to free someone's hold over you. And this is talking about your ex. So if you're having sex with your ex, it's going to bring you closure to free their hold over you. That's what I'm feeling with this being reversed. Because upright, this is like very sweet, the way that he's holding her. Reversed, I'm getting this for your pile as like someone who has like a toxic hold over you. Mentally, emotionally, energetically, most of all. Like the energy bonds. Like in this image, right? The bonds of energy between two people, which get formed from relationships and having sex. You know what I mean? So, it's going to free their hold over you. And for others of you where you're having sex with someone new and you just got out of a relationship, it's going to free the hold that the ex has over you. It's at least going to free it up a little. Like a lot, actually. I'm feeling a lot. So that's really, really good. Seeing if I'm getting anything else. Okay. The Emperor. It's going to help you stand in your own power. The Emperor is all about being in control of your life and like having power and wielding it in a just way. Being trusted with the power that you have. That's exactly what this card talks about. So, and then I'm also seeing the way that he's looking at the statue out there. You know, it's like the person that you're going to have sex with is going to really make you feel beautiful. The way that they touch you and look at you and treat your body. Even if it's your ex, you know. Maybe for some of you, you had like this distorted idea that your ex didn't find you attractive enough. And that's why the relationship ended. I think that's for a small group of you. And this is going to confirm that that's not true. Because you're finally going to see it from a new perspective now that you're not together. So that's an interesting little message that's coming through. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be so healing and it's going to make you feel so good about yourself that you're not going to give your power away to others anymore. You're going to stand in your own power with the Emperor. Yeah. Trying to see if I'm getting anything else here. Not really. Okay, with the Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, for those of you where this is your ex, they like to be dominant in the bed. And you're finally, with this being reversed, you're finally gonna realize you don't like the way that they like overpower you. And keep in mind, this is just for some of you. Let's see. Or you're finally gonna like use your power and overpower them. And that is gonna free your energy. Like from this sexual encounter. Like they're gonna, they're gonna try and get on top and you're gonna actually throw them over and get on top of them and ride them. And then that is gonna give you a sense of freedom that you needed to feel with them. in order to break the tie of them having control over you, which is really interesting, right? But since that doesn't apply for all of you, Seven of Cups reversed, you've been feeling pretty stagnant, like your life is moving slowly with the turtle here at the bottom. And this is going to pick up the pace in your life again. Like you're finally going to be able to reclaim your power and decide like who you are and what you want, and not feel like you have this energy that's like hovering over you that's preventing you from moving forward. So, yeah. And then for some of you, where you just got out of a relationship and this is going to be like the sexual encounter that still helps you to free up the ties of your past, it's like they'll be on top, but you'll notice that you don't feel overpowered by them or that it's a toxic power play, and it's going to give you a fresh new perspective on possibilities of the way like sex and relationships can be. Another message with the Seven of Cups being reversed, and this is for all of you, your next sexual encounter is going to help you retrieve all of the emotions, all of your scattered emotions, all of your scattered thoughts, and like bring it back just to your one cup, your own cup. Because the Seven of Cups talks about someone whose emotions are totally scattered. And with this being reversed, it's like you're finally going to reclaim your feelings, your self-love from this encounter. So I know, the mechanics of the encounter here aren't exactly present. There's definitely going to be an element of like who's on top and what's the energy behind it. I'm feeling outdoors. It's likely to be outdoors or semi-outdoors, like with a big wide window open with the breeze flowing through. There's a lot of imagery of being outdoors here, or a big open window. Healing, moving on from the past. You reclaiming your power. You seeing how power dynamics can work, how they should work. Reclaiming your own power. Let's just see. In terms of like what the sex is going to be like, if there's anything else, since not very many cards came out. Okay, well, that helps. So I just see you like laying down, either in bed with the door, with like the window wide open, or like outdoors, just really getting in touch with the earth, really feeling comfortable and open and vulnerable in your body, but like in a very peaceful way. And like, I'm hearing for once they're worshiping you. For those of you where it's your ex, because you're reclaiming your power. You reclaimed your power from this. I see this as you like after the sex, but for others of you where it's like the person after your ex, you're just going to feel so satisfied knowing that there's other possibilities out there, and this person is going to like keep wanting to go at it over and over again. Like it's like you have really ignited their passion from you being so in your power, and they admire that about you, and that makes you feel really good about yourself. Again, realizing there's possibilities. With the Three of Cups reversed, we're going to channel and then read out of the book in terms of how the sex is going to be. I'm actually kind of feeling like upside down. This person is kind of acrobatic, or they really like 69. Yeah, that's definitely what the 69 position, or they like to experiment with like you being upside down or them being upside down, different positions, definitely. But like in a very like sweet, sensual type of way. There's definitely a lot of body worship here. Like they're going to worship your body. You feeling very comfortable in your body. But with the Three of Cups being reversed, I feel like there's another message. So let's see. Passion and the magic of the egg. So for those of you where it is an ex, you're going to realize that the passion that you used to feel is gone. Theirs is going to be reignited because you're like this powerful person now, but you are going to realize it's not on your end anymore. The egg is a promise of life. It indicates improvement, success in love, and relief from heartbreak. With it being reversed, that just further clarifies what we've been talking about, like needing to find closure from past heartbreaks. But it also, further clarifies that if it's an ex, like, it's over. And you're going to find closure from this ex. I think overall, even if this is someone after your ex, it's not going to be someone you're going to have a lasting relationship with, but they are going to really help you to heal and see the possibilities with this being reversed. There you go. Again, you being more naked than them and them like worshiping your body and you being super comfortable in your body, okay? Whether you're a man or a woman, just kind of pick up on the feeling. This is bottom of the deck for your pile that I just clarified for you. Yeah. Okay. 4. It's pretty little rose. What will your next sexual encounter be like? You've got the Knave of Swords. Okay, so the person you're going to have sex with is going to like you to like pose naked and like show off your body. They're the type of person who wants to like sit at the opposite side of the bed and like have you like lean over and pose and, maybe like spread your legs and play with yourself. Like they want to watch you and kind of feel like they're watching you from afar. They've got kind of like a voyeur kind of like enjoyment that they want to experience with you in terms of this sexual encounter. So, yeah. I'm definitely hearing you're in control, but they kind of want to watch you and feel like they're watching you from afar. They like you to pose. They're going to encourage this with you. And just a little hint for they like this, so have fun with it. Explore it if you haven't before. We got the 2 of Cups reversed. I'm hearing there's not going to be a relationship that comes out of this. But it's going to be really fun, and it's going to make you feel good about yourself, and it's going to help you to explore things you haven't explored before, with the 2 of Cups being reversed. I'm hearing you're both not really looking for a relationship, but you both really like each other, and you both think highly of each other. Yeah, it's not going to be like missionary, sweet romance, like, oh, maybe a relationship will come out of this. Like, with this being reversed, it's going to be more like, let's admire how hot the other person is. You know what I mean? Like, let's just have fun, make each other feel good about ourselves, try new things. That's going to be the nature of the encounter. With the Chariot reversed. So when I was saying it's not going to be very like traditional in terms of like missionary and romance and all that stuff, it's still going to have, it's not going to get like kinky with this being reversed. Like if you're thinking like, oh, are we going to try that kind of stuff? Like, I don't feel like it's that. I think it's just more of like trying new things in terms of like pushing your confidence levels. You know what I mean? Like how comfortable are you showing your naked body and your sexuality to another person? With this being reversed, because this can talk about, he's got a whip here, he wants to see if she's interested, but this is reversed, so it's not going to quite get to that level. I'm hearing unless you want it to, so that's coming through as a message. Yeah, again, just kind of a clarification of this isn't really like going to lead to anything significant in terms of romance or relationships or home or family, but it will be fun and it will push you out of your comfort zone in a really good way. It will increase your confidence. It will increase their confidence. Yeah, it's like a boost. Your next sexual encounter is just going to be like a boost. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because it feels like nor them are ready for a relationship anyway, because this card is called the Magic of the Green Lemon, which means the lemon isn't ripe yet. So I'm hearing friends. Like maybe you're already friends and you just want to have fun together. Or this leads to a great friendship. And who knows what can come from that. But I'm definitely hearing the word friends. Slow and steady movement. Yeah, okay, so for some of you, if not a lot of you, actually, this is a friendship that could lead to something more in the future, but you're both not ready anyway. So, yeah. And for some of you, your partner is going to try and offer you something romantic, but they're not ready. So, just keep that in mind. I'm hearing role play. Definite, like some like Arthur Guinevere type role play, like medieval type role play. Like that feels like it might kind of play in. Or you're both into that. Like you're both gamers. Oh, that's it. For some of you, you're both gamers, and if you choose to continue to have sex with each other, it's either going to be in this encounter or will be really fun for both of you to explore as you continue. Like if you want to be friends with benefits for some of you, that's going to pan out. Yeah. Yeah, role playing. And if the gamer, medieval, if that doesn't apply for you, like I'm not even into that stuff, I'm still feeling role playing. Yeah. I think you both like that, so another little hint there. You both like role playing. So take that wherever you want. There's many roles to play. So 8 of Cups. Okay, there's an element to this encounter where like one of you is going to be like, no, we shouldn't do it. Like we're just friends. Or like, no, I can't do that. I'm not ready for that. Or I'm not going to masturbate in front of you. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's going to be that kind of coy, like you or them. I'm feeling more you, like kind of being like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then being like, come on, please. Like I said, this is like calling for you to take yourself out of your comfort zone and surprise yourself. 8 of Cups also is a card of like walking away from, I'm thinking you or them or both of you are still kind of like emotionally in your hearts, like finding closure from like past relationships, or currently coming out of a relationship, which just further clarifies that the timing is just not right with the green lemon here. Definitely fun. I feel like whether or not like if you're not going to do role play, there's going to be like someone's accent is going to come out and they're going to be in like they're going to be like, what? Like, what are you, where'd that accent come from? And then like take it a little further. Like it's meant to be fun. It's meant to push you out of your comfort zone. And then who knows, maybe like you'll do an English accent and then you'll realize you have like this hidden passion for like the English culture, or I don't know. It's really amazing like how one thing can lead to another, and then you go in the kitchen and you start cooking English dishes, and then you're like amazing at it and you open an English restaurant. It's just an example, but I just want to let you know about like the domino effect of like igniting passions within yourself that you didn't know you had, which is what this encounter is meant to do for you. It's meant to stimulate you mentally with this big sword. Oh, also, I think that if not all of you, a lot of you, your encounter is going to be with a man, and they are going to have a very large member. Let's just put it that way. Or if you're the man, you have a very large member, and it's going to be well received and appreciated and enjoyed. Like there's definitely like, and maybe even an element of surprise here with that. Like your partner's going to be like, well, I had no idea. Or like you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so big. That's cool. So 6 of Cups reversed. This talks about reflecting on your past relationships here. And with this being reversed, it's like there hasn't been proper reflection on the past and closure found from the past. So there's a lot of messages here. I think you're both just going to like each other so much. And for those of you who are taking your friendship to a deeper level with sex, like you're going to want to explore where this can go. But there's a lot of messages here of like a need to heal from the past and the timing not being right. Okay? Yeah. Trying to see if there's anything else that I'm getting here. I feel like there's an element of surprise that Spirit wants me to leave open here because you're both going to be so surprised by each other if you're both willing to be open and push yourselves out of your comfort zones. Yeah. Five. the littlest rose. I got a message from this rose that either you're very small in stature, like very small and cute and adorable, and your sexual partner is really going to like that about you, or the person you're going to have sex with is going to be like really small and cute and adorable in stature, and you're really going to like that. And for some of you, that's going to be very new for you. Yeah, a new experience. All right, so what's your next sexual encounter going to be like? 4 of Cups. I'm hearing secret, like a mystery. I'm hearing secret and mystery, both of those words, with the 4 of Cups here. I think that your partner's going to be very mysterious, very new. You're not going to be able to quite figure them out, but you like that. It's exciting and new and fresh. There's an element of like secrecy, like you might have to go like hide and do it. Either like you're like young and you have to hide from your parents, or like it's a work situation. You don't want like your coworkers to find out. It's definitely an element of like a secret affair, or like a mysterious encounter, or this person being mysterious here. I feel like you, the viewer, will have cut out what you needed to cut out of your life in order to attract something really great. So if this seems kind of dark and you're a little like freaked out by it, like if they seem kind of dark, or if the situation seems like it's the wrong thing to do, that's not the case. It's just the mystery of it that kind of makes it seem that way. But you've definitely cut out whatever was actually toxic to attract with the magnet something golden, something valuable. So just keep that in mind, okay? I definitely feel like, though, you're the lady, whether you're a man or a woman, and then the person you're going to have sex with is like this guy in the dark hooded cloak. So I think that maybe they'll have like kind of an element of darkness about them that kind of freaks you out, but also excites you at the same time. And it's meant to be that way. It's meant to kind of open up that side of yourself. So that's really cool. The Wheel. Your next sexual encounter. I'm just feeling like a lightness, something fun and freeing from something that felt seemingly wrong. If you let yourself experience it and really go for it, it's going to be very light. Like, I'm getting kind of like fairy energy, you know, like that sparkly, fun, free, like, see, one of these ladies is admiring herself and the other lady is like just very comfortable and looking at her, admiring herself, and like this lady at the bottom is like completely naked and like has all these little scraps of her outfit on her, just barely, and she's kind of playing with her outfit. You know, there's like this playfulness, there's like this admiration of someone admiring themselves. I'm feeling that you and this person are kind of representative of this. Like, they're comfortable with you loving yourself, and you're comfortable with them loving themselves. And that's really amazing, because that's not really prevalent in society. Not a lot of people are like that. I'm getting an element of like there's going to be like a third person who might see you. Like this is going to be outdoors, or you're going to like go sneak off to the bathroom or something, and someone's going to like overhear you or see you, but it's not going to be like a huge deal, is what I'm feeling. Yeah. Like they're kind of just minding their own business, but they do hear you or see you or whatever, and then you or they, feels like you might get kind of paranoid about that, but it's really nothing. Yeah, there's kind of an element of paranoia, like, is this really right? It feels too good. Like, it's really good, though. I just want to tell you that. It's going to be really good for you. It's kind of like a reward for you cutting out whatever you needed to. There was something toxic in your life. Like, you either set boundaries with, like, family that you needed to, or, like, friends, or, like, a past lover who kept coming back, like, whatever resonates. Or maybe even self-defeating thoughts, like, and patterns. You just cut those out. You're like, no, I'm ready for better. And so now it's like, oh, great. So you could accept more about yourself. Now here's a person who represents what you need to accept about yourself. Have sex with them, right? Really cool. Knave of Cups reversed. Oh my gosh. So for some of you, this is like, okay, I'm getting a message here that this is somebody who's been wanting to talk to you, and they're finally going to talk to you. They've been trying to find the right words to say. They've admired you from afar, and they're finally going to, like, I think they're kind of shy. And so they're finally at least going to step out of their comfort zone by, like, looking at you and, like, making sure you see it, or, like, finally saying hi to you. Something small. But it kind of feels like you may need to be a little more aggressive, or, like, just really give them, like, a full solid green light. Because they've been wanting to talk to you, or, like, you know, take things to the next level for a while, it feels like, with this being reversed. And they're finally going to be like, fuck it, I'm just going for it. Even if it's something small. Like I said, it feels like they're shy. They kind of need to work on accepting this about themselves too. Like this, like, kind of darker, just more unique and mysterious, like, aspect of themselves. It's almost like they wear it on the outside, but they don't fully accept it on the inside. So it's kind of like you're both meant to help each other accept that about yourselves. Yeah, with the Knave of Cups being reversed. I think I'm also hearing, like, finally telling you how they feel. They're finally going to be like, I liked you for a while. Or, I don't know, I really like this about you. And it's going to be something that you never even realized was something about you. Like, this is, like, finally overcoming your fear of, like, talking to someone about what you've been thinking about. And this can be a card of jealousy, but this is reversed. So, like, if you're worried about, like, an ex, like, coming in and ruining things, or, like, your family coming in and ruining things, or your coworkers, or your boss, or whatever, like, I don't think that you really need to. I think that's just paranoia, like I said. Is there anything else? Talking about the specific encounter. It's different. This is going to be very different than anything you've ever experienced before. I think it's going to be, like, there's going to be a sweetness and a softness about it, but, like, an underlying power to it. Like, this person, maybe even you, maybe both of you, have some prominent Scorpio placements, it feels like. Or some lessons you need to learn through the energy of Scorpio, which is, like, deep, dark power, which is not evil, unless you use it that way, you know? Big lesson for both of you, and to be comfortable in that. Like your shadow being your friend. Okay. So, oh my gosh. So you're both going to be so intoxicated with each other. I'm feeling like your first encounter is going to be, like, up against the wall somewhere, either outdoors or, like, in a bathroom or a back room. And it's going to be, like, sweet up against the wall sex, but it's going to be, like, very soft. Like, in terms of, like, the physicality, the touch of it, the power behind the physical touch, but there's going to be an underlying, like, power to the energy between the two of you, and you're just going to be so intoxicated by that you're going to want to do it all the time with this. And there's a warning that comes with this card. Just try not to avoid also having, like, conversations and getting to know each other and, like, deepening your relationship on that level, because this can be something really beautiful, like an actual relationship between two people who seem different but who are actually really similar and meant to help each other to love that about themselves, both of them together. So don't have so much sex that you forget to, like, talk, is basically what the card is. But it's going to be really, like, passionate. Like, I can feel the energy coming from this, and it reminds me of some of my best sexual encounters I've ever had, like, the energy. So get ready. It's going to be, like, two completely opposite energies coexisting in a way that's going to make you guys so hungry for each other all the time. Okay, we've got the King of Cups reversed. So I think it's a man. The person you're going to have sex with is a man. Or it's going to be like a woman who's very masculine. And they're not going to show you how they feel about you at the King of Cups being reversed, but they really have deep feelings for you is what I'm feeling. For you, I think that your feelings are going to deepen later, but for them, their feelings are going to be deep from the start, but they're not going to show it. I think that you'll be able to feel it, though, like, on some level when you're having sex. And I think that's why there's a softness to, like, the physicality of your sex, like what I mean, like, by, like, how you're touched, with the strength of the touch, the caressing, you know, I think that this person, it's new for them too on that level. Like, they're used to having kind of, like, really carnal, like, physically rough sex, which was an outlet for them to express like that darkness to their personality. But with you, they have such deep feelings for you that they want to be soft, but they have that underlying energy still of like that dark, passionate, like power, strength. You know what I mean? King of Cups reversed in terms of the sex. They don't want to show you how they feel because they feel so strongly for you. And they have this dream of like you, okay. See her, and she's like in like a, I mean, it's a sexy dress, but it's more covered up, okay? And then here, like they have this fantasy, like it's like black and it's like corset and like, you know, stockings and boobs completely out. Like they've got this fantasy of you dressing like that, just so you know. And maybe as you evolve with them, if you choose like this relationship and you allow it to develop over time, I'm really feeling like you will. You will develop really deep feelings for them too over time. And then you're going to feel a lot more comfortable dressing like this. They definitely have that fantasy though. And they also kind of like feel bad about that because they're like, oh, but she's so sweet. And like they think of you like in like a sweet, innocent, like fairy angel kind of way. Like they like almost kind of worship that about you. And I think you're also kind of meant to help them open up that aspect of themselves. This is getting really deep. But then like they feel kind of bad that they also kind of fantasize about you like in this kind of clothing, like badass bitch, you know what I mean? Like boobs out, like fucking owning her dark side. And then look, he's like right there as her protector. Like I think like this relationship, should you choose it, it's meant to darken you up and it's meant to lighten them up. See how he's wearing like whiter clothes and he's more covered up. Like that's really cool. It's amazing. Really consider a relationship here. Like if you're really against it, it's only because you're really fighting this energy within yourself. There's really a call here to like give it a shot and at least keep having sex with them. And you know, also consider conversations and maybe going out and just having like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a drink or going out for brunch, lunch, or dinner every now and then, you know, in a public place. Although I feel like even then you guys would like find somewhere to go. Like you just like are so intoxicated, so hungry for each other. Like it's almost unstoppable. So, wow. Justice, balance. It's like you both balance each other out. You help him to like appreciate his dark side, but also like tone it down as necessary to like let his light side grow. And then with him, he helps you to actually like allow the seeds of your dark side to grow in like a beautiful way. Yeah. You help balance each other out. I also think you're both going to be pleasantly surprised by your conversations here with the sword. Try not to have too much sex. Try to talk. You're both really going to be pleasantly surprised by each other's ideas. And it's going to help open you up, like, to new ideas. About each other, about yourselves, about society, and lightness and darkness and how it all works, you know? There's an element to your sex that balances each other out energetically. And then there's an element to your conversations that balances each other out energetically. And again, here, like, she's a fairy. He thinks you're just like this magical fairy being. He just adores you. I think he has for a long time. I'm really feeling like it's a guy. Because I keep saying he now. And that was without even thinking. So, Six of Swords, doing it outside. I'm fairly confident that like this is going to be like very, it's going to take you by surprise and it's going to be outdoors. Your next sexual encounter with this person. And for those of you where it doesn't apply, it's going to be somewhere where people can see you. But there is an element here to like bringing you both back to your nature, like your true, authentic nature, and embracing that about yourselves and with each other. And then if you continue to have sex, which seems like it's going to be inevitable because you guys can't get enough of each other, doing it outside, I think is going to happen often. So, yeah. Just let it flow. Just let it flow naturally the way it wants to flow. Don't let your paranoia stop you. Your reading is so amazing. I almost don't want to stop. Like this amazing energy coming through here. Because it's exciting and has that Scorpio dark power energy about it. But then it's also got like this sweet, like fairy, like angel energy. This element of balance. Like this is the best of light and dark. This is just like, I'd be really, you know what I'm going to do for you because I love your pile so much. Don't tell the other piles. I'm going to pull you a romance angel. Okay, for pile 5, for your next sexual encounter, please. And, like, just them in general, please. Can take all 3. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. You have been together before in a past life. I was feeling soulmates. I was coming through real hard. You've known each other before. Wow. And I'm hearing, and you were so happy together. Yeah, oh my God. I love tarot. Your soulmates. Yes, this is your soulmate. Possibly even your twin flame. Now that I'm seeing the soulmate card, I just want to say that I've got confirmation for soulmates. You could even possibly be twin flames. Because there was such an element of like balance and between light and dark here. And it just feels like so evolved energetically. And with stay optimistic about your love life being reversed, the start of this sexual encounter, it's not going to make you feel like, I want to date this person. I think it's going to be exactly the opposite. You're going to be very paranoid about what other people think. You're going to think that this is wrong. There's something that you don't understand about it, which is going to scare you. But you're really being called to have positive thinking and faith in this, because it will bring you romance with this person. This person is at least your soulmate, if not twin flame, and you have been together before in a past life, and you were so happy. Oh, I just want to cry. All right, I better get on to the other piles. Favoritism ain't cool. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. This could be a great love, so try to overcome your own fears. Beautiful. I think you're the small one, and they're tall. Tell me how that resonates. Okay. 6, final pile. What will your next sexual encounter be like? I think I'm hearing full and satisfy your hunger. So, oh yeah. Okay, yeah, good. Yes, because I saw a few of these cards. So, with the sun being reversed, your next sexual encounter is going to be followed by a point in your life where you are like, you haven't had sex in a really long time. That, or you just haven't been sexually fulfilled by somebody in a really long time. Like your hunger has not been satisfied. You have a specific hunger that it's not satisfied. It's almost like being hungry and eating like your whole kitchen and still like your stomach's growling. That's how like this makes me feel. And that's how I was already channeling the energy with the sun being reversed. So funny, my stomach's about to start growling. I'm hungry. Yeah. You have this idea and this ideal of sex, and you also want romance. You want it all. And abundance, like on all levels. You're like, I want to be abundant in terms of like my finances, my love life, my sex life, like my place in the world. You have a hunger. And I think you have a hunger for it to be fulfilled with a partner, like in the bedroom and in life. And it just hasn't been fulfilled thus far in your life. With the Queen of Cups being reversed. Yeah, you haven't been emotionally fulfilled by partners of your past, sexual, romantic, both. It's been fun, you've learned a lot, you've had all sorts of different types of experiences, and you definitely have like a regal energy about you, whether you're a man or a woman. You're definitely this Queen of Cups here. And I think you have a lot of self-love and you have high standards, which is why, it's like this is what you want and you're not getting it and you haven't gotten it thus far. And I'm hearing, and you've tried all different types of like people and situations and locations and attitudes, like, still haven't found that emotional fulfillment. Yeah, we're not quite to what the next sexual encounter is going to be like, but you have a lot of cards. So I remember channeling the specific message from these 2 cards that I saw. I didn't even realize it was the last pile when I was like, you have a hunger that can't be filled. So, are we on to the next sexual? Let's just see. Let's put them all out. So we've got the 8 of Wands reversed. So you have a very high sex drive. You're a very creative person in general. The 8 of Wands being reversed. See, again, there's so much abundance. There's food. There's even birds over here that are being fed. Like, this is a very natural situation. It's a very full situation. Like, there's trees. There's air, there's fire, it's like all the elements are present here, aren't they? We've got water, we've got earth, we've got like air, and then we've got fire, earth, fire, air, and water. Yeah. This is like a balance of the 4 elements, and this is like what your life is meant for, and what you've always known that your life is meant for, like a magical experience of love. Like truly, like elemental, the elemental kingdom at its fullest peak, abundance. Like your physical life, your physical experience of life, always having what you want and need, and believing like the impossible to be possible. What people in society say is impossible, like you can't have love and career, or, you can't be excited and comfortable. Like, yes, you can actually, and I know that I'm meant for this, and I haven't gotten it so far, and I'm just waiting for it to happen. So, yeah. That's the message I'm getting here with the 8 of Wands reversed, and a long time of not having sex. I'm pretty positive that's being confirmed here again. Like, you haven't had sex in a while because you're just like, well, I'm not going to do it till it's that person. I'm hearing I've had enough. The 7 of Swords. This is the next sexual encounter. Well, okay. Oh, okay, there it is. So the message here is your next sexual encounter is likely going to be with that person. It's really what I'm feeling here. Yes, I'm hearing yes. But it's going to trigger both of you. The energy is going to be so high between the 2 of you that you're both going to get triggered and then kind of come at each other is what I'm feeling. And then you're both going to be scared and kind of withdraw. Like it's either like you're going to fight and then withdraw, or you're going to be so overwhelmed by the experience that you're going to withdraw from each other. I do want to read out of the book. I'm actually really feeling like your next sexual encounter is with this person that's going to bring you all this, but it's not going to seem that way. Because it's going to be so high vibrational between the 2 of you that it's going to terrify both of you, and that you're both not going to know how to communicate. You're both going to withdraw. It feels like you're over here and you're kind of just processing this experience, and you're looking at all the joys of the elemental kingdom here, right? The flowers and the air and the outside, and you're comfortable and relaxed, and then like your partner is over here freaking out and doesn't know how to communicate with you. That's what it kind of feels like. Yes, I'm hearing yes again. Here it is. Okay. So, yeah. So believe it or not, this is finally the person. And they're just extremely freaked out. And I think you're overwhelmed too, but you're more relaxed. They're like freaking out. So. And I'm also hearing they may not show this. Like, they may just withdraw and be like feeling the way that he looks on the inside. Whether it's a man or a woman, you know? And just not really communicate with you and be cold and distant. But yeah, they're definitely just freaking out because it overwhelmed them too. Feels like you're more comfortable in your feminine energy and they are not. And this is really going to like activate and trigger that. So, the magic of the 7 red tulips. Only the beginning is not enough, but it is a beginning. Not every seed can ripen in a day. This is why you must persevere. How beautiful is that? Yeah. It's going to be like this amazing sex, and it just feels like really passionate. Physically, like there's going to be a lot of like grabbing and like bodies being thrown together and a lot of like passion and romance and looking each other in the eye and just like moaning and screaming like in a really romantic way. And I'm actually feeling like it's going to be like pretty quick but really passionate, and then it's going to be over and you're both going to be like on different sides of the bed just processing like the crazy amazing energy of it all, and they aren't going to process it as well as you do, but it is a beginning, right? I'm going to read that again. And also feeling like beautiful lush surroundings, like even the freaking curtains are soft and plushy, like it's going to be really Taurian. It may not be in Taurus season, but it could be your next encounter with this person. But you know, like flowers, plush, comfort, like that is very Taurian tasting. So it's like you've both had this card is called tasting. You've both had a taste of each other, and it's like a really bold, flavorful taste that kind of like triggers you because it's so overwhelming energetically. The magic of the 7 red tulips. I'm also being drawn to 7, and 7 is a number of being connected to spirit. So yeah, you're at least soulmates, if not twin flames. Only the beginning is not enough, but it is a beginning. Not every seed can ripen in a day. This is why you must persevere. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles popped into my head, that card. I just channeled it, and that's like the slow and steady knight. It's like the turtle who wins the race. You know, it's like you just have to persevere through this. This is just a little rough patch after some like really amazing, like short-lived, passionate sex. Yeah. I'm hearing just like all of a sudden, like you're going to be so like disappointed and so hungry for life and emotions and what you know you deserve. And all of a sudden it's going to happen. And you're going to just be like, ah, and they're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I'm getting it now. Thank you. So, 6 of Pentacles. So, in terms of, we've got a story here, but then we've also got elements of the encounter. So, 6 of Pentacles. So, after this happens, it's like, you're going to be called to just enjoy yourself. Like, I think that if anything, like, this is going to trigger them, like, to feel feelings they like, never felt before, / and or have, like, pushed down and see, like, the possibilities of fulfilling their dreams, which terrifies them. But for you, it's like, it's almost like this new, like, door is going to open. You're going to see even more beauty in life than you did before. So it's just a time to focus on yourself and see more of the beauty in yourself and enjoy the fine things. You know, it's like you're focused on the outdoors and the flowers here, and then here she's focused on the food and her body and just like this nice, comfortable, beautiful couch. Like, you're just going to be called to just continue to like go on this like self journey of beauty. Enjoying yourself, enjoying the nice things, and seeing how you have a whole new lens for it, which was activated through the sexual experience. And focus on yourself for a while because they're going to need a little longer to process these energies than you are. Oh, and then I'm hearing one day then they're just going to like show up in your life again and be like, oh my God, I love you. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry. That was just so overwhelming. And I have all these deep feelings for you. Like, all of a sudden they're going to burst through the door when you're just feeling yourself and be like, you're the best. Yeah. There's an element of feeling nourished because I'm seeing apples, fruits, grapes, apples. Of this sex being really nourishing for both of you. I think that they are just not used to being nourished. And for you nourish yourself, and this is just going to further nourish you and just like make life even more magical and nourishing and beautiful. Like, you're just going to be on freaking cloud 9 all by yourself. So just embrace that and don't freak out. Like, they're just processing. I'm also, now that I've said apple, because we've got apple, we've got apples. And even after the encounter, you've got even more apples. So the apple of knowledge, wisdom, like seeing the wisdom that beauty is all around you and within you, and the flow, going with the flow of the moment. It's going to deepen your connection to your inner feminine energies, which you really needed. Like, you've been doing really well with it, but it's like it's going to deepen it even more. Yeah. And make you feel even better about yourself than you did before in terms of how you look, who you are, all of it. Yeah. Your next sexual encounter. They may not show it as much as you would like in this encounter, how much they adore your body, because, these are both reversed. He's like literally like adoring her body, and she's like, puckering up her breasts, like for him to adore and shower and upon, and then like here it's like he's all up in her body. It may not, with this being reversed, that may not happen as much as you would have liked it to, but I think they're just so overwhelmed by the magnitude of the experience that, like, yes, they do like love your body, but they're just not showing it like as much as they would want to, and I'm hearing as much as they will in the future. So there's that. 3 of Swords. We've got a story here. Let's finish this story. So, you're going to be kind of feeling yourself, and he's going to show back up. Or she's going to show back up, but I'm definitely feeling a he, like strong masculine energy. And you're going to do it again, and you're going to just feel, I'm just feeling like ecstasy. Like, you're going to feel every time you have sex with this person is going to bring you to like a deeper point of ecstasy within yourself, within your experience, within your body specifically, within your female feminine energies. And it's like, and they want to touch you more, and they're like in awe of you, but they're still kind of shy. And they may express it to you in unconventional ways, possibly even through music, since he's got the harp here. So, be on the lookout for that, because opening up their heart is difficult for them, but you are doing it. It's just scaring them, and they're kind of easing themselves into it, and they do adore you in your body. It feels like here there's a third person who could try and interfere in some way. I'm hearing, but they can't. It just might bring some difficulties. Okay, this could be like a person from the past, like an ex resurfacing. It could be like a mother figure is kind of what I'm feeling for some of you. They may be watching, they may want to have an influence, but they can't, because the energy between the two of you is just so, like I said, there's such a magnitude to it. It's like almost like impenetrable. The only 2 people who could screw it up are you 2. So. And I really don't think that's going to happen as long as you can be patient with them. And just enjoy the experience. Like, I feel like you're going to flower from this, even just the first time of having sex, even though it's short-lived, even though it's not as, like, them worshiping your body as you would want it to be. Like, you're going to flower from it. And it's going to be like this beautiful, like, opening within you. And within them. It's like you're both going to be healing, integrating, and deepening your feminine energies, which is gonna, I think, trigger some other women. I'm definitely feeling like an outside woman being triggered by this, because they can almost sense it, which is why I was thinking moms, because, moms are kind of like energetically connected to their children. They can feel when their children's energy is changing, so possible. I'm also hearing like over time things will get better. Yeah, I heard it, yeah. There's definitely an element of romance here. There's the candles, there's the harp. I feel like this person, I think it's going to be at their house. It feels like they have like an effortlessly romantic lifestyle. Like, they just appreciate the pleasures of life. Music, candles, lighting, flowers, food, animals. So the setting is going to be romantic. I think it's going to be their house. But whatever it is, it's going to be really romantic, pleasurable, sensual type of experience. Like I was talking about with the 4 elements. Where'd they go? Yeah. With the 4 elements being balanced and present within like your sexual experience and your relationship with each other, like feels like also wherever you do have sex with this person, it's going to be like, you will notice there will be an element of fire there. There will be an element of earth there, an element of water. Which one am I forgetting? Earth, air, water, fire. Earth, air, water, fire. You know what I mean? I think I said them all already. Sorry, I'm on the last pile. I always get a little out of it. In the setting, which all balances out. It's just going to be like the perfect setting. It may not be like the exact perfect circumstances, but it's going to be the perfect setting, and the energy between the two of you is going to spark a flowering. And I'm feeling like a lotus, like growing out of like the mud. Like it's just like this lotus flower that is being like birthed between the two of you. This like, you could even call it the blue rose. I just saw a card last night. It was the blue rose of the Pleiades, and I just thought the imagery and the symbolism and the way it was explained was so beautiful. It's like etheric, this blue rose, because it doesn't actually exist in our physical realm here, like on Earth. It's something like magical, otherworldly, and I'm hearing unbreakable, which is why you're both going to be like so overwhelmed by it. Death. So your next sexual encounter. Let's finish the story out. So, yeah, you're going to keep coming together and having sex and deepening your bond. Definitely. There's going to be some outside influences who try to have an influence, but it's just going to be an annoyance at best. It's like fucking, like, mosquitoes. You're just like, get the fuck out of here. You can't drink my blood, bitch. Like, this is golden blood. You'll choke and die. Oh, I'm the worst. I don't even know if that metaphor works, but I used it. So, there's going to be an element, like, you're going to keep coming together, and possibly even for longer and longer periods of time. You're both going to be like dying and being reborn together. Each time you come together and separate, it's like you're going to be like different versions of yourself until you become the version that where you can both come together and stay together and have this like amazing experience that you know that you are worthy of and deserve. I'm really feeling like this is a twin flame pile. It's got to be based on this energy. At least soulmates. We're going to romance angel this pile too. Other piles, if you're still here, if you want me to pull romance angels for you after, to be fair, I'd be happy to. Leave me a comment. But yeah, death and rebirth. It's like this is going to mark like the end of a chapter and the beginning of a chapter in your life. Like a very high vibe change in both of your lives. And so is the sex and the energy of the sex. It's like the energy of the sex is going to kill you and birth you at the same time. It's going to be fucking epic, even though it's like not exactly the best version of like what maybe you had planned. And it'll get there with time. There's your reading. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That was so amazing. I'm sorry I haven't done these more. I should do them more now. I'm going to be on here for a live reading Sunday night at 8. If you have any questions, any burning questions, I do a special once a week where it's $5 per question. And they tend to be a little faster than my normal reads by email. My normal readings I do for y'all by email. And public. So, hope you don't mind. I leave the live reading up for about a week. Yeah. So if you want, you can come join us. If you just want to chat, you're more than welcome to just come chat or watch or whatever. So I'll be back Sunday at 8 for a live reading.